Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is we're going to express the following percentages in fractional form and decimal form. So without further ado, let's do this topic. Now the next part of our video class is we're going to compare the given rational numbers by writing greater than, less than, or equal on the blank. And I will just put the link class on the description down below with regards to the part of our video class. We will be explaining this one class step by step. So feel free to see the video class. Alright, so let's focus first in converting percentages to fractional form and decimal form. Let's start with example number 1 class. So for number 1, we have given 25%. Now to convert percent class into decimal, just simply move the decimal point right to left twice. Of course, we know that the whole number class, the decimal point is always after the whole number. So to convert this 1% into decimal form, just simply move the decimal point right to left twice. 1, then 2, and then you put 0. Therefore, class, the answer is 0.25. Simple as that, class. Once again, class, the percent, 25%, the point is always after the whole number. If you didn't see the decimal point, class, it's always after the whole number. Move the decimal point right to left twice. 1, then 2. That's it. So that would be 0.25. Simple as that, class. Alright, so the decimal form, that is 0.25. Or you can also use your calculator, class, because percent, it means per 100. So that would be 25 divide by 100, you will get 0.25. Same answer, class. So to convert percent to decimal, you can just simply move the decimal point right to left twice. Or you can divide 25 by 100, you will get 0.25. Now to convert decimal into fraction, so you need to count the place value, class. Let me just explain that one, class. During your elementary years, class, if you still remember this one, example, class, 35.123. Now, during your elementary years, class, if you still remember, for the whole number, you start at ones, and then tens, and then so on, right? Now, for the decimal, class, you will start at tens. So, for decimal value, class, you start at tenths with th. The next number will be hundredths with th again, hundredths, and then this 3 will be thousandths, of course, with th. So therefore, class, for the decimal, the place value, you start at tenths, hundredths, then thousandths. Therefore, if this is 0.25, to convert this one into fractional form, count the place value, class, tenths, hundredths. Therefore, there would be 25, copy 25 over tenths, hundredths, over 100. Simple as that, class. 25 over 100. Just simply count the place value. Now, can we reduce, class, the fraction? Because if you can reduce, class, you always reduce the fraction to its lowest term, class. That's actually mandatory, class, for the fractions. That's why you have, class, simplest form. So if you can reduce the fraction, you always reduce, class. So what would be the greatest common factor, class, of 25 and 100? That's correct. There would be 25, right? We can divide 25 by 25. We can also divide 100 by 25. So therefore, 25 divided by 25, that's 1. 100 divided by 25, that's 4. Therefore, class, the answer for number 1 for the fraction, that is 1/4. That's it, class. All set for example number 1. Alright, let's have example number 2. So we have 8%. So 8%, once again, convert this one into decimal. Simply move the decimal point right to left twice. So once again, 8. The decimal point is here. Simply move the decimal point right to left twice. 1, then 2. That's it. You put 0, and then 0 here. So that will be 0.08. So the answer is 0.08. Once again, class, you can always double check, class, if the teacher will allow you to use calculator, class. Simply divide 8 divided by 100 and you will get 0.08. So 8 divide 100, you will get 0.08. Alright, and then to convert this one into fraction, so once again, 0.08 to convert this one into fractional form. So count the number of place value, tenths, hundredths. So there would be 8 over tenths, hundredths, over 100. Alright, so can we reduce? Yep, we can actually reduce that one. By what number, sir? What would be the greatest common factor, class, of 8 and 100? That's correct. That is 4. The GCF is 4. We can divide this 1 by 4. Divide by 4. Once again, class, always reduce, class, if you can reduce. So 8 divided by 4, that's 2. 100 divided by 4, that is 25. That's it, class. 2 over 25. Once again, class, you always check, class, if you can reduce. It's mandatory, class, for the fractions that you always reduce it to the lowest term. So let's have example number 3. So once again, convert this one into decimal, 5.5%. So 5.5%, once again, the decimal point is here. Move right to left twice. 1, 1, then 2. Put point and put 0 here. Another 0. So that would be 0.055. So the answer is 0.055. So 1, then 2. That's it, 0.055. So the answer is 0.055. Once again, class, you can always check, class, using your calculator if the teacher will allow you to use calculator. Once again, class, there are some cases, class, that your teacher will not allow you to use calculator, especially if you have given example like this, class. You can actually answer this one, class, easily without using the calculator. Alright, and the fractional form for that, so this will be 55 over, so once again, class, count the number place value, tenths, hundredths, thousands. So this will be 55 over 1,000. Simple as that, class. So tenths, hundredths, thousands. Can we reduce? Yep, we can reduce this one by 5. So divide by 5. Divide by 5. So 55 divided by 5, that's 11. And then 1,000 divided by 5, let's double check that. 1,000 divide 5, so 10 divided by 5, that's 2. 2 times 5 is 10, subtract 0, bring down 0. 0 divided by 5 is 0. 0 times 5 is 0. Bring down another 0. 0 divided by 5 is 0. 0 times 5 is 0. Subtract. So that would be 200. So this is 11 over 200. That's it, class. Simple as that, class, for number 3. So this is 11 over 200. Alright, so let me try number 4, class. And then you try number 5, class. You put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. So you will be answering number 5, class. And I'll be answering number 4 and number 6. Alright, let's have example number 4. So number 4, 14.2%. So 14.2. Once again, the decimal point is here. Move the decimal point right to left twice. 1, then 2. That's it. So the answer is 0.142. That's it. As simple as that. That's 0.142. So the fractional form, there would be tenths, hundredths, thousands. So copy 142. 142 over tenths, hundredths, thousands over 1,000. So can we reduce? Yep. We can actually reduce by 2. So divide by 2, divide by 2. So half of 142, that is 71. Alright, so let's double check. So 142 divide 2. 14 divided by 2, that's 7. 7 times 2 is 14. Subtract 14 minus 14, that is 0. Bring down 2. So 2 divided by 2, that's 1. 1 times 2 is 2. Subtract, that is 0. Alright, so 71, then 1,000 divided by 2, so half of 1,000, that would be 500. So the answer, class, is 71 over 500. So we cannot reduce that one, 71 and 500. There's no greatest common factor, so that would be our final answer, class. Alright, so you try number 5, class, and you put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. So let's have last example, class. Example number 6, 23%. So 23%. Once again, simply move the decimal point right to left twice. So this 23, the decimal point is here. Move right to left twice, 1, then 2. So that would be 0.23. So 0.23. Convert it into fraction. So that would be 23 over tenths, hundredths over 100. So check, class, if we can reduce. Is there a GCF, class, for 23 and 100? Nope, there's none. So that would be our final answer, class. So 23 over 100. That's it, class. All set. So once again, class, if you have some questions with this one, class, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Or you can always message me, class, in our Facebook channel, same name with our YouTube channel. So I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.